If you do not understand that in periods of sleep, your consciousness actually does leave your body, then what I have said will be meaningless. Now, your consciousness does return at times to check upon the physical mechanisms, and the simple consciousness of atom and cell, the body consciousness, is always with the body, so it is not vacant. But the largely creative portions of the self do leave the body, and for large periods of time when you sleep. Some cases of strong neurotic behavior result from your present sleeping habits. Sleepwalking to some degree is also connected here. Consciousness wants to return to the body, but it has been hypnotized into the idea that the body must not awaken. Excess nervous energy takes over and rouses the muscles to activity because the body knows it's been inactive for too long, and otherwise, severe muscular cramps would result. The same applies to your eating habits. By turn, you overstuff yourself and then starve the tissues. This has definite effects upon the nature of your consciousness, your creativity, your degree of concentration. Along these lines, for example, you do literally starve your bodies at night and add to the aging of your bodies by denying them food throughout those long hours. All of this reflects upon the strength and nature of your consciousness. Your food should be divided within the 24-hour period, and not just during the times of wakefulness. That is, if the sleep patterns were changed as I suggest, you would also be eating during some night hours. You would eat far less at any given mealtime, however. Small amounts of food, much more frequently taken, will be much more beneficial than your present practice in physical, mental, and psychic terms. Changing sleep patterns would automatically change the eating patterns. You would find you were a much more united identity. You will become aware of your clairvoyant and telepathic abilities, for example, to a far greater degree, and you would not feel the deep separation that you feel between the dreaming and waking self. To a large degree, this sense of alienation would vanish. Your enjoyment of nature would also increase, for as a rule, you are largely unacquainted with the nighttime. You can take much better advantage of the intuitional knowledge that occurs in the dream state, and the cycle of your moods would not swing so definitely as it does now. You would feel much safer and more secure in all areas of existence. The problems of senility would also be reduced, for stimuli would not be minimized for so long a time, and consciousness, with a greater flexibility, would know more of its own sense of joy. Let's chit-chat about it. Seth discusses here the idea that during periods of sleep, consciousness leaves the body for large periods of time. Now, while some aspects of consciousness, like the body consciousness, remain with the physical body, the largely creative portions of the self depart during sleep. Seth suggests that some cases of strong neurotic behavior and sleepwalking are connected to sleeping habits. Consciousness, which wants to return to the body, has been hypnotized into believing that the body must not awaken, leading to excess nervous energy that causes sleepwalking and sometimes muscle activity. Furthermore, Seth addresses eating habits, stating that overeating and then starving the body have adverse effects on consciousness, creativity, and concentration. The suggestion is made to divide food consumption throughout the 24-hour period, including during some night hours, with smaller and more frequent meals. Seth believes that changing sleep patterns, along with eating habits, will create a more united identity and lead to increased awareness of clairvoyant and telepathic abilities. The separation between the dreaming and waking self would diminish, of course now resulting in a greater sense of security and enjoyment of nature. Additionally, it is proposed that these changes will reduce the problems of senility and allow consciousness to experience more joy. In this passage, Seth proposes a connection between sleep, consciousness, eating habits, and overall well-being. Seth suggests that altering sleep and eating patterns can lead to positive changes in one's mental, physical, and psychic state. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, share it with a friend, and of course subscribe for more. What did you think about this passage? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you.